Hello folks, the Celtic Nerd here bringing you another nerdy video. As you can see, we are back with more Star Wars The Old Republic. And we are orbiting Taris right now in our frigate, and we're now just about to start the story missions.
Ah, Taris. Did you know you've just landed on the biggest graveyard in the galaxy? There's not much to enjoy here, besides skeletons, ruins, and man-eating creatures.
It's the perfect romantic getaway, sweetheart.
Don't flatter yourself, flyboy. And for the record, I prefer my cities intact. Taris was the Coruscant of the Outer Rim, until some lunatic leveled it centuries ago. Now it's a toxic swamp. We're here for an astrogation chart that was in a vault when Taris fell. That vault's somewhere in these ruins.
How do you know the vault still exists?
It was built to withstand anything short of a supernova. Our lost vault was designed to be recovered after a major catastrophe. All we need are the right sensors to locate it. The catch is, the only person I know with access to those sensors is someone who hates me.
I smell a good story.
Let's just say she and I have a history, which I might tell you about when I know you better. I made our contact an irresistible offer. One of the deal's terms is that she doesn't have to see me. I need you to get that vault's location, Captain. Impress the stars out of her.
People always tell me how impressive I am.
That must be a terrible burden for you. I should also warn you. Skavik knows about the vault. We can't let him catch up.
Relax. This is me we're talking about.
And I have every confidence in you. Well, almost every. The astrogation chart in that vault is essential to finding Nocdrane's riches, Captain. Your contact name is Beryl Thorne. When Beryl gives you the vault's location, come back and see me. Oh, and try not to let anything eat you.
Alright, I still hate. Whoa, that's weird. The look of that, so we're going to go to our outfit and do that. Now that we have our ship back, technically you could argue our character has access to his wardrobe again. That's some now that little loading screen tidbit is has me thinking.
I'm Agent Saganti with the Republic Customs Office. What brings you to my planet, Captain?
What's your job? Showing me how to shake hands with the natives?
Hard to believe a spacer like you never encountered Republic Customs before. The Republic Customs Office monitors all starship traffic and ensures no illegal goods are transported on or off this planet. There's a lot of contraband making its way around Taris. If you see anything suspicious, I suggest you report it immediately.
Is there a reward for information?
I pay for any lead that results in an arrest. An honest person could make a lot of money. I take a special interest in every new arrival to my planet, Captain. Keep your nose clean and we won't have any trouble. Clear?
Do you give this speech to everyone?
Just the ones I think need to hear it. Enjoy your visit to Taris.
Okay. As I was saying. Oh god, what was I saying? Yeah. Yeah, we're going to try and do the story missions. As well as any quests that are, along the way.
Welcome to Terrace. I'm Governor Suresh. On behalf of the Galactic Republic, I want to thank you for joining us in this historic project. For your safety, please do not travel beyond the military-secured safe zone outside the settlement. This world and our work here will shine as a beacon of hope to all of the Republic. But first, we have many obstacles to overcome. Together, we stand taller than any obstacle. Let's get to work. Together.
Actually, correction. We are going to
Doesn't look much better either.
We're going to focus on the class missions, and then we'll come back and do the world missions. Because again, I think the only one
Doc, how's Jessica?
where it's brought up that it's an issue is going to be Corellia.
Just a bite, so it got off easy.
Argo, you're leaking oil again. You want to set this whole warehouse on fire?
The Maker said it is better to burn out than rust away. Perhaps I'm testing that wisdom, mistress.
I'm looking for Beryl Thorne.
That's me. Argo's what passes for my second in command. I recognize you from Risha's holo. Let's get one thing straight. The only reason I agreed to help is because my contract supplying the Terrace Reclamation Project is at risk. Looked like easy credits. Turns out Terrace is anything but easy. There are lots of interesting ways to die.
As long as you're breathing, you're still in business.
Some business. I'm barely covering my own expenses. If I don't finish my contract, I don't get paid. Tyrell, my partner, died on a supply run. Put me in a real bind. I'll find that vault, but I have to finish my contract to do it. You work for me, and I'll work for you. Deal?
What's the upside for me?
A real mercenary, huh? I stashed some credits for a rainy day. You'll get them when the job's done. I only have 2 deliveries left. Soon as you handle them both, we'll find your vault. The first job's for a Republic scientist named Vernon. He's got a research camp in Rakghoul territory.
You should take that comedy act on tour.
I wish I was joking. Don't know how anyone lives with those man-eaters all around. I'll start working on your job while you handle mine. Isn't cooperation grand?
Hello again, Captain. I didn't know you and Thorne were acquainted.
Agent Saganti. What a lovely surprise. It's only been a day since your last inspection. Don't you Republic Customs boys have better things to do than turn my warehouse upside down again?
I can inspect this warehouse whenever I want. It's the law.
Take Dr. Vernon's delivery, Captain. There's no reason for you to stick around.
What kind of man would I be if I left you alone with this guy?
A smart man. I can take care of myself. But thanks. Poke around the warehouse all you want, Agent. You won't find anything out of order.
What did I just step in, Thorne?
My apologies, sir. I believe that is my hydraulic fluid.
Of course.
I will exceed your expectations, Master.
So yeah, we're just gonna quickly try and speed through this, and then that'll be the last video I'll be doing today. Because I do have unfortunately today we're back into my normal schedule, which unfortunately does mean I have to help look after my little brother, which does mean less chances to record and whatnot. Only for a little bit though. I'm just getting back into the swing of things. I have some other stuff to do. But I'll try, and if I do get the opportunity, I will obviously do more videos.
Dear Adele, I regret that your husband was killed yesterday by rat ghouls. Please accept my condolences. Dr. Soilan was an excellent scientist. I've never composed a death notice before. How did that sound?
The Dear Dolly part was pretty good.
I thought a personal touch was warranted under the circumstances. Ah, I recognize the symbols on that container. My bio-alarms have finally arrived. Good, good. If only this had arrived in time to save my associates. Not your fault, certainly. We knew the risk of studying rat ghouls.
How did you manage to survive by yourself?
I do seem to have beaten the odds. Perhaps there's something about me these creatures don't like. My colleagues and I were studying the rat ghouls' behavior, hoping to find a means of containing them. We can't afford to let the rat ghouls impede our progress. The Republic's rebuilding efforts on Terrace are paramount to future prosperity.
You're pretty fearless for a scientist.
Fear obstructs understanding. Besides, my prospects for survival have just improved. I've isolated an identifying element in the rat ghoul's physiology, making it possible to detect and track their movements. The bio-alarms you brought will reveal how the creatures hunt. However, installing them will be a challenge with all my assistants dead.
You got the credits, Doc. I got the time.
Thanks to the rat ghouls, I have a budget surplus for staff expenses. You're hired. Place a bio-alarm at each survey station we've established, and I'll see you're amply rewarded.
Amply rewarded is my middle name.
Your parents must have been fascinating people. Come back when you're done, and we'll celebrate your success. Normally, I'd ask for your next of kin's hollow frequency, but I'd rather maintain some optimism. Good luck.
On it.
Alright. Let's bring up our speeder. Alright, yeah, I have time. I should be able to finish the world. Well, the class missions with some time to spare.
My results were less than ideal, Master. There is no excuse for this failure.
See, and that's the problem with doing MMOs, Let's Plays, is typically, like, now, if I was to break this down mission by mission, which I, theoretically, technically I could, but the problem is with the world mission, with class missions is, they immediately lead one into the other. So as soon as I start one, it's also the quest. I also am given the quest for the next. So it's sort of hard to record them being separated. Sort of similar to some other games. There are some moments like in other games that are like that. So yeah, it's just an awkward situation, which is why I try and stick to this system of doing world missions together. Because at least this way you can break it up by planets. So, roughly, like, on average, it takes me about... So far, it's been taking me 1 hour to do a class mission, and then also to do the to do all the class missions on the planet, and then it's another hour to do the world, the planet's quest line. So that's 2 hours total per planet. If I was to do that, theoretically I could, if I do that and then do a planet a day, it might be doable, and it will allow me to get stuff done. Theoretically, I could be, if I do that, I could be done in a week.
Things didn't work out.
Because, I feel like it's doable. Especially if I do silent videos, which again, like, a silent video is essentially a video of me not doing any commentary. If I was to do that, I could rapidly get through each class, and then I will then be able to move on to the expansions, which tend to not have you planet hop too often. Well, one doesn't have you planet hopping too much. Some of the others do. It's very doable. Because once I get to a certain expansion, I can then do it chapter by chapter, which is easily broken up.
Splendid work. I'm already receiving data transmissions from the bio-alarms. You've done the Republic's rebuilding effort a tremendous favor.
I'm glad I was around to help out.
You've done far more than help out, my friend. What you've done most definitely calls for generous compensation. Good show.
Best of luck to you.
Soon, we'll know how to contain the rat ghouls. From there, eradication of these beasts will quickly follow. Accept these credits with my extreme gratitude. I'll begin collating my data. Thank you again for everything.
Hey, Captain. How are things out there?
That crazy Republic scientist got his gear.
Glad to hear it. That's one down, one to go. I finally located the other supplies you need to deliver. They were lost when Tyradol got killed by the rat ghouls. A Republic patrol found the supplies with Tyradol's remains, dropped everything off at an outpost near the lake.
What do you know about this lake? Is there swimming?
Only if you enjoy bathing in acid. All you have to do is swing by the outpost, grab the supplies, and take them to an engineer named Ovold. Ovold will give you some planetary core samples to bring back to me. Got it?
That should be easy enough.
Yeah, that's what Tyradol said. Grab the supplies from the outpost, get them to Ovold, and return to me with his core samples. Good luck.
trying to remember what speed of piloting. What's my speed of pilot rank? It's not telling me. Alright, let's consult the map. We want to give that a wide vert. Luckily enough, it seems, as long as we avoid certain enemies, we have plenty of space to avoid them, and also any melee combatants we can potentially outrun. Now, the only thing I will say, I sort of think maybe doing actually no, this place was fairly close, so actually it doesn't really matter, because I was just thinking, if I was to do this the world missions first, that will open up easy access to fast travel points because of the use of speeders. Is this the person we need to speak to? Yeah. Just making sure.
Bimkanaya nugan. Ejinim naya lak umnan mege. Nule lak apa jam kamgram. Amkanem nang nemua inuk.
I sincerely have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Honest.
Nakag agib kik benabab. Neya agam berakaki. Bomo gala apayang. Nilama imi amka anggap? Kala jiwa nimok. Bemgam niyama naya aigam.
That sounds like just what I need.
Nibaga glamka. Gakyam. Glak nimu amya galak. Naya narankam. Kala ama mani mami. Libik bak.
I'm a little rushed right now. Maybe later?
Manub meraka naja. Kinamabam. Yak manala. Memgam gamgi. Nina gegwan. Amnerna hanak. Kamperem ganyam bajiyang. Manik hikum bukam.
The one thing I really hate, I wish SWTOR would sort of fix, is those long pauses when dealing with aliens. Now, I understand that they are for... Now, this is why the space button allowing us to skip is, I suppose, important, and I should make use of it. But, like, it's just always sort of awkward. Because I understand that they're trying to make sure that there's enough time for people to read the subtitles. But, like, dear God. And you can see this is the only fear I had when it came to navigating some of the planets, is how long it's going to take me to get from certain areas, which is why, as I said, maybe doing the world missions would have been more advantageous, because a lot of them give you access to either fast travel points for quick travel, and then when you move on to to each sector, you typically would be able to take a speeder to the next sector. But well enough, we have a speeder, and a lot of the enemies are melee based, so we are able to just, for the most part, fly on by. Alright. This is, I guess this is the area. Well, technically it's above. So we're just going to loop around. There we go. Here we are. Yeah, this something should really be down here. Go down 3 minutes. Wow, these things are all just we're all just rapidly grouped together. If only I was the subclass that specializes in AoE damage.
I've had enough.
Could rapidly get these submissions going. Right. Oh yeah, but there was something I was going to say before we arrived on the planet. The loading screen talked about unlocking some legacy races. Now, that is true. Now, typically, the simplest way to unlock a race is to play the appropriate class that has that race unlocked by default. Finish it, but then once you finish it, once you then just get to level like 60 or something like that. And then you unlock it for all races, which is one of the reasons why I chose the Chiss as a race. Now, I don't want to keep opening collections. I want to open up the Galactic Market. Now, there are some races that I am tempted to buy. Here we go. I want unlocks, and some of them. I don't know why they don't have a subcategory for races, but yeah, skipping these ones. So like Tergruta, Qatar, yeah. So Qatar, Tergruta, and last but not least we have the Nautilin. Like those races are not playable by anyone. So it would be fun to unlock them. Whoa, that is expensive, huh? Cancel. Is it not for L race? Okay, yeah, I think it's for the entire account. So yeah, so they're 600 credits. Wow, is it each? 6 and 6. Yeah, they're all locked. And then you also have the unique mission to unlock HK51, which is he's absolutely love him. A bit annoying because you need to have both a Republic and a character in order to unlock him.
I handled everything just like you wanted.
Nakag agip kik benabab. Neya agam berakaki. Mem amgab kugab kramanik. Kiga mayamak. Bemkanaya nugan. Jinim naya lak umnan mege.
There we go. Alright. Yeah, I think we can take a fast travel point to there. So we just need to get to the speeder. I'll use rocket boots for this. There we go. Nope, that's where's the... There you go.
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes.
We got lucky with this one. Because I think these two have us going to 2 settlements or outposts. So we should be able to speed along. Like, we're a half hour in, folks. And again, like, if it's 2 hours, if it takes roughly 2 hours to complete each planet, then no, wait, it doesn't. It took me several. Yeah. On. Trying to remember. Yeah, he's outside. I'm trying to remember. I think it actually took me several videos. Oh, there we go. Oh god, I'm trying to remember. No, yeah, it took me one video to do all the Coruscant world missions, and it was one quest per mission.
Kuchusa yomata chitoya, asubwi mota uipa, patoga wata kiko uba kiri wata buki donko.
You never take those things off?
Chobad I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta. Buka kampak nijit, tonka yiliska chanaga, kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka.
Errol said you have something for me to take back.
Kuchusa yomata chitoya, asubwi mota uipa. Poya toka changa goptula dobata wana wanki. Chaskruni dopat kurira dokanki kung.
The scavengers must have a camp. Know where it is?
Piti dotenya go kakajujo. Da biska ku paliya. Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto.
Beryl owes me a hefty bonus for this.
Chobad I kafstuan dile ji hulo kuta. Tauz azulas uval tung mi chakulka dimaji. Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka.
Speeder. Yeah, I think when it came to the Coruscant, I actually did I did all the side quests along with the actual main quest. I'm fairly certain. We're most likely looking for crates. So I'm better off going to these tents. And I'm reminded why I had the other gear on. Because of the whole jetpack issue. Oh wow, that's the reset already. Lucky. Maybe by the time we run over here, this will be reset. No? Yes, there we go. Now we have to retrieve the core samples, which are in an interior. Speeder. Oh. What are the advanced classes I picked? Scoundrel. Oh. It's probably faster this way. And they are melee fire, so as long as I avoid them. Okay, now we have shooers. Yeah, there's no way I was avoiding them fast enough.
That's right. I got you.
My dogs are walking all over the place, and it's annoying me. Come here, boys. Yeah, stay where I can see you. No. Maybe it's not too far down. Oh shit, that thing's fast. I didn't think the elevator was that fast. Oh, we barely stayed alive. Now we have to waste time healing. See, I love how every other animation of, like, every other attack animates the boots having, like, you know, built-in jetpacks. Like, sorry, their jet boots and whatnot. But the exception is that goddamn flame sweep. For some reason, that is the only attack that does not bother with it. Is it important? Please tell me flame sweep is not important to the rest of this class. Let's see. Let's see. Heat blast. We get heat screen, shielding, and attack triggering heat. Uh-huh. Okay, so that does not matter. Good. Because if I can, I would love just get rid of Flame Sweep to deal with my own annoyance of the thing. Short shield rating. Oh, okay, here we go. See, this is it. Flame Engine. Finishes the cooldown of Searing Flame Firestorm and Heavy Flamethrower, which causes your next Searing Wave, Firestorm, or Heavy Flamethrower to generate no heat and deal this. So, Firestorm, that's the name of this ability, isn't it? What's this called? No, that's Flame Sweep, okay. So theoretically we could get rid of Flame Sweep, because that's all about Firestorm. Good. Okay, here's something for Flame Sweep. Sorry, Rising Phoenix. In addition, Rising Phoenix grants 2 charges of Flame Surge, which makes your next Flame Burst and Flame Sweep generate no thing. So it will buff Da, and it's supposed to buff Da. So it, because technically you'd use this if you're surrounded by enemies. Ugh. So unfortunately, even when you're going the shield route,
got the tools
because
and
it's
the
in AoE close combat, I suppose it's short enough. It's just that initial activation where you see it coming out of your back. It just annoys the hell out of me. Everything else, is fine. Because like we're wearing bulky bracers, and again, concealed jet boots is not a strange thing in Star Wars. Like Cad Bane had them. Maybe I should switch over to Scoundrel. Do I have this load? Yeah, okay, I do have this saved. So we'll create a loadout. Scoundrel. Now, we unfortunately can't switch to it yet. We need to be in a safe location. So it's gonna have to wait for me to change that.
I've had enough.
We're just 3 enemies short from completing the bonus. I got way too close. So I got the debuff as well. There we go.
Why'd you have to go and kill everybody? Some of those guys were all right.
I'm here for the planetary core samples. Hand them over.
Planetary core samples. Right. You work for Beryl Thorne, don't you? That's what I used to do. The name's Tyrodol. I was helping Beryl smuggle artifacts off Taris disguised as core samples. I thought we'd get rich. Turns out Beryl's a soft touch. Instead of selling what we smuggle on the Imperial market, Beryl gives relics to descendants of Taris survivors for a tiny finder's fee. Ridiculous.
There's an Imperial market on Taris?
No. But high-ups in Imperial space pay big credits for Taris artifacts. They're status symbols. I let Beryl think rat ghouls killed me and went into business with the scavengers. They had a bright idea to increase profits. Why sell a relic to the Imperials once we can sell it a dozen times? These droids are making copies of the relics.
You'll get yourself killed crossing the Empire.
By the time my buyers figure things out, I'll be far, far away from Imperial space. Let's be smart about this. I'll give you a hefty payout and a cargo pod of counterfeit relics if you keep my operation quiet. You go home richer, Beryl gets some relics to give away, and I stay in business. What do you say?
I think she deserves better than to be cheated by you.
Oh well, I guess we finish this the hard way. Droids, code black!
The fastest way to get back to him would be to use this. Alright. And we have to go around. There we go.
Chicos pa inigudad ijiglisca chanagawa. O grani tampio da pushi wompa, pu tula musta.
These aren't core samples, Ovold, and you know it.
Moja jo chaluka. Kuna chi do niktitoki saya tupi nu aviti.
It's all right. I'm not here to bust you.
Nokta chuna dobiela. Kutogi kumpa. Gigi no lia makachisa. Doika boda pachi isa jonki.
That's your story and you're sticking to it?
Umpa hupa. Chiquilia umpasa dobiska. Ha wanchi cospa tota ulia.
Right. And now we can just fast travel back. Yeah, I don't think doing... I'm trying to think of the most efficient way to do everything. If I do 3 videos per planet, 1 video for class missions, 1 video for side quests, and then 1 video for world storylines. That might be the best way to do it.
I can count the number of times I've been truly impressed in my life on one hand, Captain. Congratulations. You walking in with those core samples just got added to the list.
I always deliver, sweetheart.
Shame to see a man like you wasted on Risha. Argo, take this cargo pod and stow it with the others.
When will we finally leave this accursed swamp? The humidity makes my joints rust.
Hey, look at that. The Republic just updated my contract log as complete. And right on time. My spaceport friend granted me access to the Republic sensor array. Let's find us a vault.
It was that easy for you to get access?
Never easy. I just make it look that way. Sensors are picking up the vault's unique radiation signature. That's good. Aha, there it is. Oh. Your vault is in Zone 0. That's bad.
Give me all the details.
Zone 0 is in no man's land. When the Republic first got here, it sent a bunch of surveyors to map the region. One surveyor made it back alive. Said the place is overrun with things worse than rat ghouls. Nobody goes there.
No man should march into certain death without a kiss for luck.
I'll ask, but Argo's real picky about his men.
I beg your pardon, mistress.
You'll need serious hardware to crack that vault. Risha's good at getting into places she isn't supposed to. Maybe talk to her. Here's your fee for helping me complete my contract. We're even now. Good luck, Captain.
So we have to go talk to Risha, which chances are she's back on the ship. So we'll just quickly use this ship priority. And then once we're back on the ship, we can actually change our class. Now, the only problem with doing this is we will lose access to all the shield benefits that we have. So let me just finish up this loadout. So I'll just put down I'll just put down tank, because that's what that role is. That's the primary role there, is tank. Alright, so we're gonna switch over. Manhunter. Alright, we're now in this. We go to combat style and we select scoundrel. Boom. And let's see. With scoundrel we have sawbones, which is melee / ranged. We have scrapper, which is direct damage melee. And ruffian, which is damage over time melee. So the funny thing is, we are stuck dealing damage just constantly. We cannot escape dealing damage. Melee damage, which is sort of annoying, because I was hoping to be doing something else, but oh well. But again, I suppose that's signified by more of a shotgun symbol. Let's see, scrapper. Punch yourself up, immediately gain upper hand, boosting alert critty by 10% and critical hit damage. Just not break stealth. Exploits upper hand to sucker punch the target. Acquires and consumes upper hand. Safety eye, increase stealth detection by level 5. Cancel dodge by 5%. Sucker punch triggers flying fist, deal 95 additional connect damage. Standard and weak targets are additionally 65 things. Sucker punch critical hit chance and crit by 10%. So this is a stealth build. Yeah, this is a stealth build. Right. Oh boy. Just trying to locate things that I can get rid of. We might be better off just sticking with
You'll be pleased to know I remain the most advanced steward droid in the galaxy. If that ever changes, I shall recommend a replacement.
yeah, we might be better off just sticking with the shield tech. But then again, if we're going into melee damage, I suppose it doesn't matter. But the fact is, because of our sheer, I don't want to say health pool, but due to the fact that we have so much shield power, it sort of compensates for the lack of stealth. Sorry, for the lack of having a healer. So yeah, I might be better off just sticking with it. Because even though we do have what's it called, that oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. Even though we have the issue with the animation of the jetpack, it's not as egregious as the animations for the shotgun, which is just really annoying because you don't see the shotgun anywhere on your person, and yet your character just pulls it out from over his back. So we are going to be having to deal with annoying animations anyway. So by that logic, we are better off just sticking with the tank. So there we go. And luckily enough, we did save it, so we have all our appropriate abilities where they are. The only thing we really have to do is re-equip stuff. No, buyback. I did not mean to do that. Buyback. There we go. Klaus. I forgot we were still talking to the droid. So there we go. Crypto. I should really should have waited to use that on that.
Hope you got that vault's location. I eavesdropped on Skavik and some mercenaries over an encrypted comm channel. They're trying to beat us to the vault. Sounds like they're closing in.
Beryl says the vault is buried in a place called Zone 0.
Then we're not sunk yet. Unlike us, the mercenaries don't have the vault's exact coordinates. From what I overheard, Skavik's men aren't having much luck in their search for the vault. Something out there is eating those mercenaries alive. Literally.
For once, I'm glad Terrace is a death trap.
The creatures are slowing the mercenaries down, but not enough. Get to the vault as fast as you can, then open the lock with this Geonosian slicer module. It took me months to trade for this. Don't lose it, understand?
If I march all the way to Zone 0 and I'm still locked out of that vault, you're fired.
Technology has come a long way since that vault was built. It'll open. Good luck, partner. Hope I see you again soon.
Your old partner seems to think you'll turn on me.
She's bitter about something that happened a long time ago. Forget about her.
If you cross me, I'll shove you out the airlock.
You've made that very clear. Don't worry. I enjoy being alive. I'll be waiting, Captain.
Now, unfortunately, the ship has to go through the animation again of landing. Yeah, I can skip the animation, but then we're in a loading screen like right now. Sometimes it's better to just let the animation play out because it gives the game more time to load in the background. It is almost 2 o'clock, which means it's almost time for me to go collect my brother.
Remember me? Agent Saganti with the Republic Customs Office. I have some questions about Beryl Thorn.
Let me get back to you.
Now, this won't take long. And it's not a request. I suspect Thorn is smuggling relics. And I think I know how she's doing it. What I lack is proof. I need someone to step forward and testify so I can arrest her. I'm looking for an honest citizen, Captain.
Beryl's a good person. She's not doing anything wrong.
If I catch you covering for her, well, let's not consider the ugly implications. I'm authorized to pay a generous sum for any lead resulting in an arrest. Think about what's best for you. Are you absolutely sure you don't know anything about Beryl Thorn's criminal activities?
Beryl just looks dishonest, that's all. I have the same problem.
Go on. Have a good laugh. While you still can. Nobody escapes justice forever, Captain. Nobody.
Keep practicing that line, Agent. Someday it might scare someone.
Let's go, Min.
Beryl needs to clear out of here. That agent won't give up.
I don't want Beryl getting caught.
Me neither. She's one of the good guys. We should drop by her place on our way to Zone Zero. It's the least we can do.
I will say this is probably one of the most annoying moments of a class mission, is the fact that, like, because typically when you do a class mission, you leave your ship, you do all the story on the planet, you then go back to your ship and you leave the planet. That's it. But for some reason, with this world, you had to do a world you do the world missions. You go back to your ship, talk to them, then come back to the planet, and then because like normally it's not that big of a deal in my opinion, but is the fact that you have to go through, you know, the spaceport again. It's just really annoying. And the fact is that it does cancel out speeders, so that's why I was using the rocket boost there. Oh, I was just making sure. Okay, so that's a good thing now. There used to be that there would be a glitch with used speeders.
Didn't expect to see you again. What's the occasion, Captain?
Republic Customs is on to you. I kept them off your back.
You have the vault's coordinates. You didn't have to come warn me, but you did. Where I come from, the best friends are the ones who lie for you. Guess you're a better friend than I thought.
Friendship isn't all I had in mind for us.
Argo, start packing. I'd like some privacy.
Anything to get off this Maker-forsaken planet, Mistress Beryl?
I'll, just go count the rat ghouls.
I find it hilarious that he approved of
Been
all the times
saving a bottle of
I
Cassandran
flirted with
brandy
her,
for special occasion. This seems like one.
and now he
Come
has
on.
an issue.
I wish we had more time, but I better get going. I want you to have this. Saved me more times than I can count. I hope it does the same for you.
I'm glad we're parting as friends.
Risha doesn't deserve a partner like you. Watch your back, alright? I'll get off Terrace while the getting's good. I know Argo's ready.
You have no idea, Mistress Beryl.
Thanks for everything, Captain.
There we go. Alright, Okay, so it's saying that we should take a speeder. Yeah, we should. It's nowhere near any of the other fast travel points.
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes.
I think it's
Be
there.
safe out there.
Let's see. Yeah. It's just south of Cannar. So we go onto this road here, travel south just by a tiny bit, and then we should be there. But yeah, like, just looking at the time now, like, I know I used up some of the time looking at skills and builders and whatnot, but like, I think doing 3 videos a planet is probably the best option for keeping my videos as short as possible. It's either that or I do them sector by sector. Which unfortunately would result in more videos, because like the sectors here are Republic Resettlement Zone, the Sinking City, Tyrone Marsh, and the Brel Sediment. Alright, let me hit my speeder. And we are heading this way to join up with this road. And there's my alarm to let me know, hey, it's time to get ready to go collect your brother. It's also my alarm to, like, regardless of my insomnia, it's time to get out of bed, like, because sometimes due to my autism, I tend to have really bad insomnia, which is why sometimes I actually got into the habit of doing silent videos, is because like I would go to bed, get like an hour or 2 hours of sleep, wake up in the middle of the night, and then I wouldn't be able to sleep for the rest of the night. So I had to get into the habit of to not be left up all night, not making any kind of use of those hours. I tried to use it to get videos done, which is initially how I started doing
I got you.
the silent videos with no commentary. Just trying to make use of it, but then I will need to recharge my batteries for doing responsible stuff like collecting my brother or just doing other stuff during the day. So I have an alarm set called Wake the Fuck Up to get me to wake up at 2 o'clock and to just try and do stuff throughout the day. So even if in a rare instance where I don't go to sleep until like 7 in the morning, or even in some extreme cases, even 9 o'clock, or even because this happened once until I couldn't sleep, so I brought my brother to school, and then I went to sleep after I brought him to school. So yeah, so even in those situations where my insomnia is that bad, I will get some amount of sleep again, wake up at 2 o'clock to get ready to collect my brother, and then spend the rest of the day doing other stuff that I need to do, such as chores. I'm telling you, the insomnia is... oh boy. But again, as I said, I do attempt to make some uses out of it for doing videos, and in some cases I'll even do the dishes while everyone's asleep. Now, unfortunately, my insomnia did hit me hard last night. I woke up at 5 in the morning, so I'm feeling very sluggish. And now I have to soon go on roughly an hour walk to go collect my brother, which will only tire me out even more. So this might be my last video. I might need to, I probably should recharge my batteries for just even a little bit. Ooh, since I've been up since 5. Or at the very least, I might not do any more videos. I might try and do some laid back stuff. Like some simple resource harvesting in Ark Survival I might do. Because my harvest creatures are extremely powerful now, to the point where I don't really have to worry about them. Like if I'm on their back and I get attacked by dinos, I literally do not have to worry about them. They can now handle even fucking alphas. So yeah, I might do something laid back. I probably should buy you an energy drink to maybe get me through the rest of the day. So who knows, I might get a rare opportunity of actually having some rest for River Sport tomorrow if I can manage to push myself into total exhaustion and stay up. Who knows? Oh. Alright, this is a situation where I do wish I did have the stealth abilities. Because when there's no extra, what's it called, quest of killing these minions, it'd be better for me just to be able to speed on through them.
What the? Who the? How'd you?
Let me guess. You're Daviks mercenaries.
How do you... We're supposed to be... Never mind how you know. We've been through 10 kinds of pain getting to this vault. And not to watch you open it first. Davik, you there? You want to see this, boss? We're at the vault, but we're not alone.
Too perfect. I love it when everything comes together like this. How's life treating you, Captain? You enjoying my ship and all my stuff? What about that two-faced Risha?
You want answers, you cheap nerf herder? Come and get them yourself.
Yeah, I'd love to, but I'm stuck in orbit and you'll be a grease stain by the time I get down there. Still owe you for that mess on Coruscant. You have any idea the grief I'm taking? I could kill everybody who cracks a joke, but that's a lot of work. So why don't you just die already?
Hold on. What did he call me? Some kind of stain? Sorry, it says I'll be some kind of stain. Grease stain. I thought it was like green stain. Like it was referencing like Twi'lek blood or something like that. I was like, what the hell?
I can't die until I get Nocdrane's treasure. Maybe not even then.
That's my prize, Captain, and I don't plan to share it. Roxer, I want you and the boys to spare no effort killing my friend, and make it as painful as possible.
You heard the boss. Fry this fool!
like, look at that. I've done no heal. Like, I will say, the shield build is quite powerful. Because, like, just look at how little health I've lost. You know? It's just, wow. Now we are healing now, but like we've lost so little health just due to the fact that our shields are just absorbing every bit of damage. Because I'm pretty sure we did not fully heal by the time we got to him. Alright, and now we have to go back to Risha, which will speed up by fast traveling. So we are pretty much done with this planet now.
Oh, Master, I have reprogrammed your vessel's food processor to reduce the crew's caloric intake. Some of them were growing a bit thick.
You got the astrogation chart, didn't you? I can tell by the look on your face.
Did you ever doubt me?
If I did, you've just made me a believer for life. That astrogation chart belonged to an exchange gangster named Davik Kang. Davik personally mapped dozens of hyperlanes between the core and outer rim systems. He found shortcuts and hideouts all over the galaxy.
How does this chart help us find Nocdrayan's riches?
Patience. Good things come to those who trust their partners. Have you studied much galactic history, Captain? Interesting patterns emerge if you pay attention. Davik Kang's criminal empire ended when this planet was destroyed. Nocdrayan's empire was born when he destroyed a planet.
What a bloodthirsty creep.
That's one way to look at it, assuming you're ignorant of the actual facts. Once upon a time, there was a pirate haven on the Outer Rim called Mandelia. Thousands of criminals lived there. One bright morning, Nocdrayan's freighter dropped out of hyperspace over Mandelia. He demanded the pirates surrender to him or die.
Pirates aren't known for surrendering.
They weren't afraid of a lone, lightly armed freighter. They thought Nock was crazy. When the pirates sent their reply, Nock launched a single rocket at their settlement. The warhead was tipped with an Imperial nerve toxin. The entire settlement died in less than a minute.
Where did Nock get an Imperial warhead?
He stole it, of course. He'd been looking for a way to take down Mandelia in one shot, and that was the perfect solution. That day at Mandelia, Nocdrayan went from being a low-rent smuggler to one of the richest criminals in the galaxy. Anyway, that's how the legend goes. I should probably let you get back to work.
How about some more history lessons someplace private?
You're incorrigible. Come see me when you're irresistible, and we'll talk. At any rate, I'm ready to leave Taris. I'm sure we can find someplace more interesting to be.
I still have business here.
Please don't take too long. The smell of Taris is getting into all my clothes.
Alright, there we go. And by completing just the class missions, we've gained 1,100 influence with Corso. And well, that's more. Sorry, that's more to do with that quest. There are still others that we needed to. We got influence through some of the other class missions on that planet. So that's a big boost there. So let's see. With him, we're now 14 out of 50. And we still have side missions and whatnot to do. But we're now looking at... This is now a very long video. We're looking at 1 hour and 20 minutes. So I'm going to cut here and... maybe doing 2 videos. I'll see about doing more videos today, possibly. But yeah, I am feeling very tired. And again, I'm going to be going on a fairly long walk. So I'm just like, oh my god. So who knows? Actually, Yeah, I'll be thinking it over. This is the Celtic Nerd signing out. One name, one sky.